So welcome. My name is Matthew Peters. I'm the Medical Director of DC Primary Care. We're a nonprofit organization that's dedicated to alternative medicine, finding healing solutions for things that are supposed to be incurable. So today we have an amazing testimony that we wanted to share with you. The topic is optic neuritis, and we had a 53-year-old African-American female who was a laboratory manager at a hospital in the Washington, D.C., Virginia, Maryland area. Okay? She had been working there for over 2 decades, and every year she was required to get the flu shot. It's a mandatory. It is, not a choice if you want to keep your job. And 4.5 years ago, she developed in her right eye optic neuritis. She was treated at Johns Hopkins, one of the best ophthalmology units in the world. They couldn't tell her what the cause was, but they treated her with some aggressive, glucocorticoid treatment, steroids, such as prednisone and things like that you might be familiar with. And basically, she lost her vision in the right eye, and there was no hope for that. They reassured her, though, that it would never happen in the left eye. It's very rare. Statistics are very low for that happening. She was tested for multiple sclerosis because of her ethnicity and the symptoms, and that was negative. So it was just, they told her a clear-cut case of optic neuritis, and a very, very, very rare chance it would come back in the left eye. 4.5 years later, it came back in the left eye. She went back to Johns Hopkins. She was treated for 3 months on high-dose steroids, and she lost vision in her left eye. She is now totally, completely, 100% blind. In fact, after they were done with the high-dose steroid treatment, they discharged her from the service and stated, "There's nothing we can do." That's when she came to our clinic. Our clinic is DC Primary Care. You can reach us at dcprimarycare.org. Also dcvitamincinfusions.org, and our phone number is 540-222-0869. And now for the rest of the story. Basically, we started a complete and thorough detoxification program with her, including high-dose IV vitamin C and also a glutathione regimen as well. We use a combination of herbs and other detoxifying agents, change of diet, a very special diet. And after 8 weeks, she got her vision back, not just in her left eye, but her right eye also. She had a resolution of symptoms. Her vision wasn't perfect, meaning she couldn't drive a car, but it was good enough where she could go for walks, she could cook for the family again, she could dress herself, in fact, she went back to work for a home healthcare agency taking care of a 92-year-old woman that was blind. Sounds to me like a case of the blind leading the blind, but in fact, she got her sight back, good enough to have a quality of life again, rather than being in just abject darkness. So this is an amazing testimony. It's an amazing story, and we wanted to get out there and share it, the success that our clinic has had with our detoxification program. Very quickly, why does vaccines cause inflammation? Well, the answer is because they're designed to cause inflammation, meaning in order to get a vaccine to work, if you have a certain protein or some sort of carbohydrate that's a piece of a very bad, bug. You've got polio, you've got all kinds of measles, mumps, all kinds of things that they have vaccines for, the flu, so on and so forth. I'm sure you are very familiar with vaccine regimens. The problem is in order to get that vaccine to work, they have to put something very toxic in it. In fact, they put in it a neurotoxin. They put in 25 micrograms of ethyl mercury. It immediately gets converted to methyl mercury, which becomes one of the most toxic substances on the face of the earth. It is immediately drawn to nerve tissue in the brain and other nerves, and it suppresses the power of those nerves, and in some cases can cause morbidity and death. In this lady's case, it was the optic nerves, the the nerves that go up to meet up to the back of the eyeball and then go through some winding tracks to the occipital lobe. This case, it was in the optic nerve, cranial nerve number 2. And she had lost vision over basically a 5-year period in both eyes. And it was restored in a matter of 8 weeks through our detoxification program. So you can feel free to reach us at dcprimarycare.org. We're going to have a follow-up video on mercury toxicity, but if you're interested in mercury toxicity and understanding the devastating effects of heavy metals and the fact that they should never, ever be put in the human body for any reason, and the need to detoxify, there's wonderful, wonderful physicians out there. Dr. Boyd Haley, he's a biochemist, and he has multiple videos on YouTube. Just put in the little search engine on YouTube, and you'll find Boyd Haley. And then also Dr. Russell Blaylock. He's he's a neurosurgeon, retired. He's another amazing man, brilliant man, and he goes over the physiology in that too. We're going to follow up with a brief video on that. But if you really want to get into the meat of that, how mercury is destroying health, then certainly you're welcome to watch one of their videos. And if you are interested in any kind of a detoxification program, if you have some sort of autoimmune thyroiditis, some type of cancer, some type of inflammatory condition, lupus, so on and so forth, we've had amazing success with a range of things. But we want to make a video specifically on this because we were able to fix this lady and her optic neuritis, whereas Johns Hopkins couldn't. So I want to thank you today for watching our video, and please subscribe to our channel and click the little like it button if you like us. Thank you very much.